Hello and welcome to Shoreline Music Monthly. My name is Mark Koschwitz. This is episode 66 of our unending series of showcasing the amazing local talent that surrounds you. I'd like to thank everybody who came out to the first ever First Thursday in Clinton in October. And please mark your calendar. In November 7th will be the second go-round with music all up and down Main Street in Clinton and artists doing their thing. It was a little bit of a drizzly day and everything, but I think everybody who came had fun. And shout out to our alumni who played. We had Brian May in Town Hall, and Dave O'Donnell was at Scottish Dave's. Again, mark your calendars, November 7th. It's going to be the second go-round. This month, I'm very excited to have in the studio with me, I have Belle of the Fall, and we have the farthest to my right, we have Julia Autumn Ford, and then immediately to my right, I got to look up your name, Tracy Walton.
That's it?
I didn't really.
You got it right.
Well, you're messing with her, so I...
Yeah, no, that's fine.
It's fair. That's
fair.
Fine. I thank you very much for fitting us into what seems to be like a crazy, amazingly busy schedule that you guys have got going on right now.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So by the time this airs, your latest album will already be out.
The Bending of Light. It's our third album that comes out October 15th, so that's it releases that day. So
I see that we have a couple on the table, so we have some pre-release going on. Very nice.
The CDs did come in. We just mailed our first pre-order out, and hopefully we'll still keep getting some of those in. We'll do one more mailing of the pre-orders, and then we'll start having them at shows.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So, third album already. You want to run through the origin story? Because I thought it was kind of cool, because you guys were already artists separately.
Yeah. Do you want to run through the origin story?
Sure.
Sure.
So
about one?
No. The actual. We'll give you the truthful one.
Truth's good. We like truth here.
So I started writing songs when I was like 16, and then I wanted to record them. So my senior year of high school, I went to his recording studio in Northfield, Connecticut, and started recording my own album. And then we started touring together as separate artists. And eventually we just started being a duo. You know, when you're on tour, like he would play on my songs, I would sing on his songs, and then eventually we were like, oh, this is cool and fun, and we should actually commit to this.
Oh, very cool. So is there a story behind the name? Because it's kind of a neat name.
We were, like all bands and especially in duos, we were debating whether it was just going to be Walton Ford or Ford Walton, or if we were going to actually have like a band name, which we voted to have a band name, and we started tossing.
Vote?
We don't really. We either both agree or we don't do it. So we don't need tiebreakers.
Full consensus.
It's full consensus.
Because votes are tricky with two.
Yeah, no. So we just either we both like it or we don't do it, which just kind of makes it easy. And so as we were kind of just trying to come up with a name, I was driving. I was at a stop sign, and Belle of the Fall hit me. I texted Julia, just Belle of the Fall, and that was it. We were Belle of the Fall.
The phrase just popped into your head, and
yeah.
As soon as I read it on my phone, I remember, like, just in that moment, I felt like we were Belle of the Fall. Like, that felt really right.
I caught you guys once. I saw you at Locapalooza. I think it was Locapalooza 3, maybe, something like that. Because AIM, we sponsor. We're one of the sponsors for that show. Because she does great things. She's always pulling, original artists, and trying to get as many together in one place to expose as many people to as possible. And
I remember that was the show you kicked over my iced coffee. Remember? I was really excited to have that iced coffee, and right before we walked on stage, it was like brand new.
You held it together.
We held it together, and we played all right, though. It was.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. It was like I had like one sip, and you know when you get an iced coffee and it's right, and it's hard to get them right, and that was one of those. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's still, you know, I'm over it now, but.
No, apparently not.
No, I am. I'm totally over it. I just remember. We remember things by food and drink.
Oh, good. All right.
So like if I say to her, oh, it's that place where they had that Indian restaurant, she'd know what I was talking about. I remember when we ate whatever it was, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that gig now. Yeah.
Because you've played all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I say, like, do you remember Torchy's Tacos? She'd be like, oh yeah, we were in Austin. You know,
Austin's gotta be a cool place to play.
Yeah, we did. It was
South by Southwest.
a couple of years ago. We played South by Southwest. So that was cool, and that was like a 30-day tour. It was probably one of the longest ones we've done. So we played our way there and back, and I think we did 28 stops or something on that one. And we've we've been to Canada, we've toured there, we've done Wisconsin and back a few times, and Florida and back, and I think we're at 28 states at this point. So
you still have more to go.
We got some to go, yeah.
There's many words and they're all true. In one I fell in love with you. Some we laughed, we cried and danced. Some worlds had other plans. There's one where we never met. At least it hasn't happened yet. There's even one where we are friends, but the tension never ends. I want you to fly to the world that satisfies you. Go there knowing I often think about you, if only for a night. We could find forever, may this be the night. Many worlds collide. As many worlds as there might be, in one you fell in love with me. In one you always run away. Most of them you decide to stay. There's one where you're always blue. There's nothing I can say to you. In a few you're forever young. Wish I could find my way to why I want you to fly to the world that satisfies you. Go there knowing I often think about you, if only for a night. We could find forever, may this be the night. Many worlds collide. Satisfies you, go there knowing I often think about you, if only for a night. We could find forever, may this be the night. Many worlds collide. Many worlds collide.
So now you've mentioned this is your third album together. Has there been an evolution in writing styles or how you write, or?
I don't think so for me. I think Tracy tends to write, I mean, I don't want to speak for you.
Go ahead, I'd love to hear it.
I think you now write with two-part harmony in mind.
Fair.
I still don't. I'll write my melody and then sometimes after the fact I'll be like, is there another?
She's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. Should there be another vocal in this?
Well, he's got the big old bass.
Yeah. So I think I still write pretty much the same.
So do you write songs that then you bring to the duo? So it's not necessarily working the same song. Although I'm sure tweaking.
We don't co-write a lot. One of our most popular songs is Diamonds in the Rough, which isn't on any of our albums. We actually co-wrote it for her solo album. And then as we became a duo, we kind of stopped co-writing, which seems counterintuitive.
It does.
And it's a really good song. We co-write really well together. We just don't do it a lot. We did co-write what's going to be the single, which at this point the video probably should be out, for a song called What If. We co-wrote that for this album, but then the rest we kind of write separate and then bring to each other to Belle of the Fall, the song, to make it into a Belle of the Fall song. And I think she's right that I'm from a school of writing with a little bit more intention, I guess, sitting down to write and writing with, not always with something in mind, but a little bit more consciously, where I think Julia writes a little bit more, they just write, she just kind of pens them, right? Would you say that? Or?
And just kind of pen them.
Well, you kind of just, you kind of listen to what's there and just they come through you.
Yeah.
So it's not like she has a choice of saying like, oh, it's going to come through me with a two-part harmony. Where I'm sitting and writing and saying like, okay, I'm going to keep this melody simpler because I know I want it to be a two-part harmony and I know that she can add a different melodic line over the top.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
So do you still do separate writing too, or is it your full-time Belle of the Fall and this is where all the energies are right now?
Yeah, this is. This is. We kind of made a decision when we started that it was kind of just all in, and we'd just be Belle of the Fall. We haven't. There was one scheduling snafu where we felt bad, and I filled in as a solo thing to fill in for us, for our own band. But that was just a scheduling thing. But other than that, we haven't done a show as a solo since we started, or kind of keeps things simple if you just don't do solo stuff when you're in a band.
Yeah. Now, people want to find you. I know you're on the web.
We are.
I didn't write it down. So
it's belleofthefall.com.
Okay, there you go.
Instagram, it's Belle of the Fall. Just make sure it's Belle, that Belle.
So if they want to find where you're playing and all that, they can find you through there.
That's on the website. And we basically just Instagram and Facebook. We don't tweet or anything.
No tweeting. All right, good.
Yeah.
There was moonlight on the mountain. The valley was askew. But the rising waters led us through. Just as we arrived, desperation grew. They had nothing left to lose. Baptized by the fire, forced to testify to things they never knew. There was nothing left to lose.
Welcome back. I am still with Tracy and Julia of Belle of the Fall, and they are going to play From the Hip with me, the somewhat silly game where the questions that may not normally get asked, and hilarity ensues. I don't know.
I'm excited for
We'll
this.
see.
I like it.
Do you remember the first song, album, or disc that you bought with your own money?
The Cars.
All right, that was easy. Wow.
I don't know.
R.I.P. Rick Ocasek.
What? I honestly have no idea.
Okay.
Did you ever, can I ask him too? Oh, sure.
There's
Have
not
you
really
ever-
any
Have you
rules.
ever paid for have you ever bought a CD?
Bought a CD?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I don't.
Just asking.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I have. I don't know what the first one was.
Okay. I can stump a guess, that's fine. And I would have asked that follow-up question, but it would have been rude, but you can ask it. 'Cause
Gotcha.
You're in the band.
Yeah.
Candy corn, yes or no?
No.
Absolutely not.
Really?
Awful.
No.
Nobody?
It tastes like
Hey.
Play-Doh. It tastes like
Ugh.
dried
All
Play-Doh.
right, you guys have let me down. What is the favorite venue that you have ever played? And they can be different here.
This wasn't a show. We did this for a video. But what mountain range was it?
The Blue Ridge Mountains.
Yeah. So there was like this cavern that we went to in the Blue Ridge Mountains when we were on tour. And we asked them if we could shoot a video down there. And so they let us come back when it was closed and no one was down there. And this guide led us through the caverns. And
Oh, very cool.
the reverb was beautiful. Yeah, it was stunning.
It was
my
400
favorite.
feet below the Blue Ridge Mountains in a 7-million-year-old cavern
That some guy just like found in his yard.
that a guy had
His
stepped
foot
in a
fell
hole.
Nice.
It's not the Luray Cavern, that's the big one, but it's close to
Skyline.
that Skyline Caverns.
Okay, very
Really
cool.
cool.
All right, pumpkin carving? This is the October episode.
Yeah.
It's not usually
No.
questions about pumpkin carving.
I haven't done it in quite a long time, but I'd like to. I like eating the seeds afterwards.
Yes.
That's the best part.
Turmeric or
Never tried that.
no? It's awesome.
I'll have to try
It's
that.
turmeric, huh?
It's the way to bake them.
For me, yeah, I like carving them. I carved a Belle of the Fall one last year.
Well, that's
I
neat.
don't remember that.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Thanks. Yeah, you know.
Do you remember the first song you ever learned to play?
Oof.
We're going back again, right?
Yeah, what's the first song you learned to play? I'm thinking.
The first song I ever sang I don't know if that counts.
It does.
Or learned how to sing was Somewhere Over the Rainbow. I was addicted to that movie when I was like 2 or 3. And like the rest of my life too, but that's when I first saw it. So that was the first song I ever learned how to sing. But play? Oh no.
Yeah, it was like, I can't remember. I learned them it seems like they were all kind of the same time. Like there was Cat Scratch Fever, China Grove, and Smoke on the Water.
Okay.
Kind of, the first guitar tunes.
And now, fan of scary movies? We got
Yes.
one yes. We had one immediate yes.
Yeah, I'm okay with them. They don't scare me, so it's kind of not as, like.
Favorite one?
I like more psychological ones. I don't like the unnecessary gore.
The ones where it may or may not be happening, but you're not sure because a guy
Yeah,
could
like
be
they make
going
you
crazy
think,
or
yeah. Some gore is all right, just not like Saw and stuff like that. I'm not a fan of those things. Favorite one? I just saw Joker like 2 days ago. And it was really, really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Because reviews on that are either it was really great or it was the worst thing ever made. They wasted tape. I've heard.
Yeah,
I've never
it's
heard
really
anyone
good.
say anything in between.
It was really good. I thought.
It's really good. I think it's yeah. He's his performance was amazing, and yeah, it was a good film.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. What other instruments or what instruments do you play? And you, I know it was I have a star next to the question because I'm like, should I even ask this? Because I have a funny feeling that you play a lot, and I don't even know what a ukulele is. I mean, do we?
A ukulele.
Okay.
Same thing.
It's a backwards ukulele.
Because that I need to find out. Because
So that's like a 6-string ukulele. So it's
Okay.
it's
In
Close.
guitar tuning.
Okay.
It's just up a fourth. So. What do you play? Start there.
Guitar, ukulele, piano, kazoo. I'll break that out later.
Euphonium.
Euphonium, yes. I think that's it. Am I missing
And then I
something?
play everything else.
Okay.
So we have it all covered.
All right. Well, I'm going to call this one then.
Okay, sounds good.
Everything else. And did you bring the? What is it? Ukulele?
Ukulele.
Is that?
It's actually in the van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Because maybe we'll get. We're going to get the music down first, and then
Sure.
I'm going to need to see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Thank you much for playing.
Beautiful.
I think those scars on your arms are beautiful. They show you made it out alive, which isn't something easily said. Not all of us survive, keep that in mind. Ooh, I know that things only go up from here. The sky gets cloudy before it gets clear, and you've got to separate to see sunny weather. It'll get better, and you're not being weak if you're not always strong. So you're not right. Sometimes it's good to be wrong. So baby, if you crash, there's nothing wrong. Stay strong. Don't give up on me when times get tough. I hope you adore me when times get hard. I remember when on my darkest day, when I could barely see, you were there for me. That night I almost lost her forever, but thank God she made it out alive. Now it's my turn to be strong. Pull through and survive. Ooh, ooh. Know that even if you're crashing to the ground, you're still moving, though you're headed down. But after every storm comes a calm. We'll come around, and these cuts may heal in a few days. My heart might take longer. I hope you don't mind. I hope you stay by my side the whole time. Don't give up on me when times get tough. I hope you adore me when times get hard. I remember when, on my darkest day, when I could barely see, you were there for me. And if you think it's all over, it's proof that it's not. Because it keeps going like the wind keeps blowing. You're moving on. Life goes on. Don't give up on me when times get tough. And I hope you adore me when times get hard. I remember when, on my darkest day, when I could barely see, you were there for me. Yeah, you were there for me. You were there for me.
Thank you again for watching. Remember, you are the local in the local music scene. Please get out and see some of these amazing artists doing their thing. You'll be glad you did. It'll get you out of the house. It'll loosen you up. It'll be good. It'll be good. And we'll see you next month. Thanks again.